Today I got in the mail the pan and tilt from CXN Designs. Of course, it didn't have a manual how to put it together. This system carries the 600 TDL flying camera and the Mobius as a recording camera, and both are tilting together. First step is to glue this part in here, and I'm going to use epoxy to glue. There, glue is working. And now I'm going to put this one here. It doesn't matter which side you put it. I'm going to put it in this little hole, taking advantage that I did a little bit more epoxy than I wanted to. So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to make sure that they are perpendicular to the base, and I'll let them dry. Just like that, wait for the 5-minute epoxy to work. This is a recommended servo for the system. And what you want to do is to get this out of a box, out of a bag, and look for this guy. This is the one that we want. So we're going to find this piece here, and we're going to cut this to fit into this piece here in this way. I already cut this one. Like that. And now we're going to proceed to screw these two pieces together. These arms, they have a little thing that you need to take off from here, so we sand it here until it's totally flat, so it will attach flush to this. So here I'm screwing these together, making sure that the servo will go in this place. Next step, we want to glue this into here. We're going to unscrew this piece from here, and we're going to glue this piece together. We're going to let it dry now, 5 minutes. We're going to put the arm on the servo, and we're going to make sure that the servo is centered before we do it, and it has to be perpendicular, just like that. Now I'm going to present the servo with the arm already. It goes from the outside in, from outside of this place, and I'm gonna just try how this fits, like that. And it fits a little snug, but it's all right. And now we're going to attach the servo with the screws, like this. And these screws, they came with the kit. there is all done. Make sure that you leave these leads pointing forward. This is where the flying camera is pointing that way on the other side of this plate. Because this hole here has to be aligned with this hole here. Before we put this last piece into the pan and tilt here, we need to make sure that this surface here on this arm, it's nice and flush to this. We want it to be right on there. So we have a little bit of a bump here that we're going to take it off with the sandpaper. Need to cut this arm, we just need to screw it in. So this is what we're going to do now. And for that we're going to use the screws that comes with the servos, that they're much nicer and they have a better pointy. They go in the second hole of the servo arm. Pretty straightforward this. So for this phase, we pick up the longest of the arms. We put it here, and we have already tried the screws into the servo arms, so it's going to be really easy to fit it up. So now we screw this into the servo arms. And now we need to put another screw in this side so the thing doesn't move anywhere. So I just finished screwing this screw there up, so then the system looks like this. And now I have rotation. Now before we put this on top of this here, we need to make sure that this servo is already mounted and secure with that little bolt there, with that guy. So now this is secure with the bolt there, and so this thing is not going anywhere and it's not going to fall in the air, because this is going to be inside the plane and this part here is going to be above. I'll show you in a minute. I had to cut a little bit this screw here because it was too long and it was beginning to push there in the servo, so I just cut a little bit and now it's fine. So now the platform is working, so I have this movement and I have this movement. So now the only thing that is missing here to glue is the support for the flying camera. So now the system is ready. Up, down, up, right, left, and right. What I did is I programmed the radio, the aux 1 and aux 2, one into the pan and the other one into the tilt, and I put delays on both. In the, the pan I put 3 seconds, and the tilt I put 2 seconds, and you can mix them, but I need to use 2 switches for doing this. I could do it with 1, but I'm gonna do it with 2, just to first try how it goes, to look to one side to the other and then down and up, and try it out.